here every Monday 7 o'clock, but today it's just sadly for everyone else not Gav, but I will try and keep this as entertaining as possible. We're here in the Netherlands. We're still yet to see the weather. Hopefully it's wet. I mean dry. I mean wet. It looks dry. It is dry, so I'm sure we will get the update from one of the drivers about whether it's going to be wet for the race. But today I am joined by Mr. well, everyone's favourite Hornet. Baby Hornet, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I am very good. I'm very excited. This is my first time lead commentator too, so this is going to be...
I've just seen a message saying rain, game over for me from someone, so we might have a wet race.
Who put that?
In the Discord, it was Vans Racing.
Oh, there's rain. Okay, well, that's exciting.
The race just got much more interesting.
The rain definitely did. He's definitely just made it a million times more interesting. But Seb Mel, I believe, is the first man on the track, so we will go on board with him and see what his time is going to be to start this session. Obviously, Hornet will be watching somebody different, but I'm sure
he's in the pit at the moment. We're all good.
Well, no, but you'll be watching someone else other than even your brother. But I'm sure you'll be going on board with him just to put him off.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're going to be going, oh, don't spin it.
I've already warned him not to spin it, but we'll see if it actually happens.
It's alright, he'll be really annoyed because he knows I've warned Stube early as well. So, but Seb Mel's done a very strong middle sector there. It looks very strong early on this lap. He's looking very solid and very planted around here, so I think he's definitely going to be, based on this, I think it's going to be a very strong banker lap here.
I think it is, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he'll be going probably for around about a mid 111-ish kind of time.
It'll be interesting to see what sort of times people are doing and whether people have actually remembered to put a wet setup on for the race.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually seen the weather in full yet, but that's a very good banker time from Seb, a 111.8 to get this started.
Really quick.
Now, we're going to go on board with Stringy B, who takes a lot of the curb, and he's in the wall at the penultimate corner, and he's out completely. Wow, oh, and Stoop's out as well.
Ooh.
I don't know where Stoop's gone. He's gone on the pit straight at the bank-in, so I think he applied his ERS too early.
That banking is an awkward place at the best of times.
But I think that's 2 early casualties already, so that is not good for them. But we have, who else is here on a lap? Simba. We're going to go on board with him for now. So what's his first sector going to be like? 24.9. That's a fairly strong first sector from him. So for someone who, 111.4 from Lorpy. Good lap. Fox has also done a lap 112.8, and then Van's 121.7. It'll be interesting to see who's gone with the wet setups here, though.
I would imagine that they all have.
I would hope. But
I don't think we're going to get much more than a high 110s, really.
If we get 110s, I think that would be impressive. But I think wings-wise, it's not going to be that much different to what it would be if it was dry.
No, I don't think it'll change that much.
Because, I can see a loose Stoob's wheel on the track there. Simba into 5th with a 111.8. Bergen up to P4, 111.7. That's a very good banker from him. Calvin, look at him though, the late reserve into a 111.5. That's a very good early lap time from him. So
he's been saying he's very confident around this track, so he's already showing that.
I mean, I think he's shown it. Oh yeah, he's shown it a lot. Mark with a good early time as well, 111.6 from him. So for someone who hasn't been very confident.
That's a very strong lap.
Oh, it looks like he could be away a little bit of the Red Bull there, though. Of Simba, I think that was. But I don't know how much Simba's pushing here. But let's see if he is up on his middle sector. Because he is going to be coming to the end of that second sector around about now. Because he's pushing. Yeah, he's 6 cents down. He's definitely not going to be up. What about Jacob? I believe Jacob's on a lap currently. He is 1:11.7 up to P5. Good lap there from him. I think then. Oh, was that? Oh, Hodgie's gone at the penultimate corner. Oh.
He's kept it together though. He's not out.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. That curb on the inside, I don't know how much, because obviously I think you said you're not racing this week, didn't you? But I don't know how much practice you've ever done. That penultimate corner is deadly.
It is absolutely deadly. I raced here last season.
Yeah. It's not very fun at all, this track, to be honest with you, especially when you do hit those curbs. But
you don't really want to be touching any curbs on this track.
Yeah. Well, has anyone got an update on if it's a full wet race or changeable race? Be interesting to know if anyone can let me know that. We all love a wet race, but sometimes it's good to be changeable.
Yeah, someone's commented on the YouTube chat saying it's rained the entire race.
That's going to make it a lot more difficult, for sure. Let's put it that way. So, this is now
very interesting.
It definitely is. Call Me the Brave is on a lap here, though. Whereas he's sort of, I feel like Call Me the Brave's pulled a real master plan where he's pulled his lap here, because he's basically got the track to himself at this point.
Yeah.
So I think he's not going to get held up by anyone, but where... I don't know if this has been a real fast lap from him. It doesn't look like it by his delta currently.
No.
Yeah, I think he's just backed off a lot. Yeah, I think he's gone for a second cooldown lap, and now... No, he's not. That was his actual lap, so he must have made a mistake there somewhere.
It was probably just let's just get a time on the board for now.
Yeah, here comes Derry. I think he's coming in the pitch. Yes, he is. We've got the Fox out on a lap. Let's see. Let's go on board with the Fox and see what is going to happen. Oh, Bergen into fastest of 1:10.9. Wow. Well, there goes Idiot. The thing is, that could still be with a wet setup, because like I said, the wings are not drastically different from wet to dry. So
no, they're fairly similar.
Because this is a very much high downforce circuit as well, so you're going to be running very high wings around here.
Yeah,
so
you're more going to change the differential for a wet setup.
Yeah, it's not going to be massive changes, and probably the ride height a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be about all the changes. But the Fox is coming into the end of the middle sector. Is he up on his time? He is by around about 0.4 of a second, so at the moment this is looking like
top 5.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be around top 5, but there's always time to get in this penultimate corner. He's very close to the apex, but he's very strong on the outside. He takes a very big risk riding that as much as he did, but he does come around the bank. He looked like he clipped the wall a little bit there, but he's into P5. Very good lap there, and he's only 4 thousandths off mark. So that is very close between those two. Demi Dad into 9th as well. Good early lap from him, 11.8. So I'll tell you something, Bergen's time is very much quicker than everyone else's. Call Me the Brave is currently 3 tenths up as well at the minute. Yeah, sorry, Bergen.
Yeah, I was just going to say Bergen is really rapid there.
He definitely is.
Clearing a full half a second to second place.
Yeah, without a doubt. We've got a Bergen fan club. That's one thing I am realising.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Mind you, it's all because they want him in tier 1.
The thing, no, the issue is, Gav doesn't usually allow a Bergen fan club to happen. I feel like for 1 week, alright, while he's quickest, I'll allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then
if someone gets past him, then we'll take it away again.
Yeah, then the Bergen fan club no longer exists. So Yeah, well, I'll allow it to run at least for a little while. Fanning up to 10th, he's finally set a lap time. 1:11.9, always a good start lap time that. As long as you're in the 1:11s, I think you're in a fairly comfortable... You can be fairly happy with your first lap, in my opinion. As long as you're in the 1:11s.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a pretty respectable, you know, early, get out there lap time. I know Stu's going to be absolutely fuming that he's out. He said he's claimed that he loves Zandvoort. He told me he was going to win today, but he's going to have to do it from last if he is.
Well, Stu was the one person who decided to try and go on the medium tyre for a bank lap there.
See what happens when Stu doesn't have anyone in his ear.
He needs a race engineer.
Geke supporting your brother. He said he's Team Hornet. Yeah. I don't know if he means Team Hornet as in the commentator Hornet or Team Hornet as in Alfa Romeo Dumbest Hornet.
Well, someone's got to be Team Dumbest Hornet.
I mean, I'm not going to be horrible to Dumbest Hornet. I know there's personal brother to brother blood here, but yeah.
I'm allowed to be, it's fine.
No, I'm sure. I've heard rumours that he also likes this track a lot, so I'm expecting big things from Mr. Chris today.
He can set a pretty rapid time around here.
Yeah. I mean, this is a track, if you can hook it all up, then you're going to be... It's one of the better laps you can produce. It feels really good when you hook up a lap here. But there's also real problems if you don't, because if you don't, the chances are you're heading somewhere towards some sort of barrier.
Yeah, so, speaking of Dumbest Hornet, he's 1.2 up on his time at the minute, just out of the second sector.
Let's go and jump on board with him. I know he loves a bit of screen time into the penultimate corner. How is he going to do through the banking? Not too early with anything. No, he looks good. He's made it out there okay. Where's he going to go? 1:11.8 up to P11.
Not
Strong
bad.
lap time that. See, I'll tell you something. So you've got from second all the way down to around about 13th, reasonably close. So within a second of each other. Obviously, you've got Bergen in his own league up there. The self-proclaimed Tier 1, should be Tier 1 driver by Mr. Triple Champion himself. So
Simba's half a second up coming out of the second sector.
Let's go on board with the Lion King. He really has made it clear to me that he does not like this track, but where's he going to put this? Because if he's a half a second up, wow, into P2, what a lap.
Very solid lap there.
Wow, where did that come from? I know he's fist bumping somewhere secretly, but where's Monster? He's in P16. He finally managed to get his lap done. Yeah, I'd like to think he's probably got a bit more time in his car there. But Derry is coming into the end of the first sector. Okay, no, he's already past the end of the first sector. That was my bad. But oh, he's very wide there, Derry. I think he's struggling a little bit here, but his car doesn't look the most stable when I'm watching him, to be honest. I think his setup might have a few problems or something. I think he's backed out anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he quite got his setup right there.
2.9 seconds down, so... But Fanning is marginally up. What's he going to be coming into the middle sector? This is a track that I've always described as a Fanning track. Like, this is a track he's very strong at. 1.5 tenths up, coming into the final sector. The thing is, this is going to be... I mean, there's always time to get in the last sector. He could end up seeing himself top 6 here, roughly. So...
Yeah.
But he's very strong. Oh, he's very wide. He's on the gravel. Oh,
no luck.
Fanning. Unlucky.
That was a bit of commentator's curse there, saying it was a Fanning track.
Don't say it too loud. Let's go on board with the provisional pole sitter. I believe he's going to start his lap now. So let's do the onboard. Very tight through turn 1. Beautiful that is. I'm sure he's going to run through the next corner. He's going to switch it down to 5th gear. Just lift off the throttle slightly into the banking where he should be dropping to. Oh, he drops to gear 2. Quick upshift to gear 3, but then it'll be 4 quickly on the exit. 5, 6. Running down, he'll be as close to the curb as you can there, and then probably cutting that as much as you can there. but then we may brake very softly, bring the car out wide so he can switch in at virtually full speed through there. Heavy braking zone here, about 50 meters down to gear 3. And then it's a very late apex, this one, so... Oh, Debbie Dad's out. I don't know where that is. But Bergen is currently 2... That is, it's a huge impact, that. But we're now... So, it's unlikely Bergen... He was currently 2 tenths up, so Damalek at the minute's looking like he could go up to around about 8th-ish with what he's currently doing in the middle sector. So where is Damalek going to go? He's also one of the drivers in the title fight. Obviously, championship leader Fox is in P6 at this moment in time, and he goes up to 6, just ahead of Fox. But Fox is now on a lap himself, but he is 1.5 tenths down on his own lap time. But he is coming into the middle sector. He's going to be able to gain some of it back.
It's kind of a good position to be in if you're second to about 14th, because small gains can gain you about 5-6 positions at this point.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, one mistake round here, and I've just realised Lorpy's got into P2, only about a 10th off of Bergen. So it's a very strong lap there from Lorpy. Yeah. He seems to have good pace around here. Is Fox going to be able to improve? He gained about 10th in the middle sector. Oh, he's 9 thousandths down on his own time. I think that's going to be Fox done for qualifying, sadly. The championship leader needs to find some pace from somewhere. But what about Mark? I think Mark's currently bailed out of this lap because he is 10 seconds down at the end of the first sector. So, but Mark has got time to go again, so I'm sure we will see him do so. Lorpy, I don't know if Lorpy's on a flying lap here. It would be very crazy of him to do.
On a flying lap at the moment.
No, Lorpy, he's just done a lap, but he's only on 16% battery, so I highly doubt this lap's going to count for anything. Yeah, it's not. He's way slower this time around. Let's go on board with Womack's 8 tenths down. No, that was Fox. Womack's coming into the end of the second sector. Where's he going to be? Oh, he's 400s up on his own time at the minute. 10th. Good little time there from Red Car. See, that's the difference though. Like, all he has to do, if he finds a 10th, if he finds a 10th and a half, he's all the way up into P6. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how close it is at the minute. So, but Womack, he is improving very slightly here. This lap at the moment should be good enough to put him ahead of Fox at least. Oh, he's backed off over the line. That was... I think it's because he did 2 laps on those tyres. Oh, who was that just made a massive jump?
That was Jacob.
Jacob into P7th, yeah, wow. So that is a good early lap from him. Mark is on a lap. He's coming into the final sector, penultimate corner. How brave is he going to be around this curve? He touched it ever so slightly, but very wide. He's invalidated at the penultimate corner. Oh, and then he spun it at the banking. That is not, and his rear wheels come off. Oh, that's so unlucky for Mark. But I'm sure overall he'll be pretty happy with P5 considering.
I think he'll be very happy with that.
Oh, and Calvin's just spun at the end of the second sector. That's not good for him. I think that is going to be qualifying virtually done.
Because Ryan is... say it, Demis Hornet jumps up to 7th.
Wow, I missed that. That's a very good lap.
Very good lap there.
Someone has to be carrying them Alfa Romeos with a certain stoop down in P20th. But
absolutely.
I'm sure Ryan won't be too disappointed. I mean, 11th place is not a bad place to start at Zandvoort.
No.
Like, if you're Ryan, you're sat there thinking, right, I'm the highest of the other, like, guys. I can pick whatever tyres I want. So for him, it's not all that bad. Calvin, I think, is the last person we're waiting to come back in. Yes, sorry.
Although you're not going to get much choice of tyres if it's going to be a wet race.
No, that is a very good point, and I completely forgot it was going to be a wet race.
It's just all about consistency, this race.
Your brother does have a one-man fan club.
Does he?
Yeah, just Geke.
Well, when you're teaching him, I guess he has to be nice for his teacher.
Yeah, and maybe it's Geke teaching him today, who knows? Maybe he's got Geke in his ear and that's why.
There we go.
But so according to Mandy, it said light rain. So at the moment, it looks like they could be starting on inters. But
Okay.
your grid: Bergen on pole, Lorpe second, Simba third, Calvin on his reserving from the tier 3 driver P4. What a great qualifying from him. Mark P5, Damalet P6, Dumbest Hornet P7, Jacob P8, championship leader Jake, aka Fox River P9, Wimax 10th, Ryan Red Car of whatever you want to call him 11th, Sebmail 12th, Gaming Demidad 13th, Derry 14th, Fanning 15th. He'll be disappointed with that one. We will see the rest of the drivers after this. But who caught your eye in that session, Baby Hornet?
I have to say, Bergen was looking very, very, very strong there.
He is, and he has been a lot this season. It does look like it's light rain though, so
It does look very light rain.
yeah.
But I seem to remember last season that Bergen was also unbelievably good in the wet as well, so this could just play into his hands even more right here.
Yeah, I'm trying not to remember tier 3 Netherlands. I mean, I spun and took out, well, I didn't, it wasn't my fault, but the game failed to ghost and it took out Simba and that convertible. And yeah, that ruined my race, but I had pretty good pace at that point.
Our first race last season was here, wasn't it?
That wasn't, yes it was last season, yeah, it was. You're not wrong at
And I
all.
was having a spectacular opening race. I was keeping about 4th until I spun it on the banking.
Was that your
and crashed
first ever
out.
race in this league?
That was my first ever race in this league, and I was top 5 until I crashed out.
Wow, so you've gone from about you've gone from about a season and a half ago joining at Zandvoort to now being a co-com at Zandvoort in tier 2.
I have indeed.
So, yeah.
There's no chance of me racing in tier 2 anytime soon, so...
No, not just you, mate. Don't worry about that. But we have a Mr. 3-time champion coming into the live chat saying, "Evening, boys, and Zandvoort is my nemesis." Bergen for tier 1. People really do have an obsession with Bergen going to tier 1, don't they?
They do. He seems to have a very, very big fan club.
I don't know if it's a fan club or if he just lives rent-free in everyone's head.
Yeah, I think he does.
I mean, either way, I'm sure Bergen's happy. But
Oh, yeah.
we will have a look at the tyres people are going to start on. Well, I mean, if it wasn't obvious anyway, they're all on inters. So, but one man that's going to be happy is Simba. He's told me, "Oh, I'm rubbish at this track. I hate this track. Blah blah blah." Look at him, P3. You know. So.
And he's another man who tends to be very reliable in the wet.
He does it. He is a very strong driver in the wet. As is Bergen, though. Bergen has always expressed his love to me for the wet. So, Chris Bailey says Bergen is amazing. Okay, he's not gonna. I won't say it, but he's not gonna have fun with you if you're nice to him. Well, he might. I don't know what Bergen's into, but I'm sure we're gonna see. I'm sure we'll see what mood he's in after this race start. We're gonna see the people get ready on their grid slots around about now. We've got the last cars on their way, parking up. I mean, Bergen has been sat there for a very, very long time. Oh my goodness, Stubine, you need to be banned. What you're saying in the YouTube chat is wrong, but we are now there. 1 red light, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're underway. And it looks like, from the view I'm at least kind of getting, Bergen has made a good start, but the Mercedes of Mark has just gone absolutely flying. I think he's hit the wall. Mark has Lorpe though up the inside. He's into P1. Wow, what an early move. What a great start from Calvin as well. He's into P2. Bergen really bogged down off that race start.
And Gaming Demidad's out.
Oh, what happened to Dead? That's a VSC already.
And Fanning's missing a front wing, so so is Mark, so there must have been a big collision.
Well, no, what happened with Mark was he went into the wall off the race start.
Ah.
I saw that, I caught that because I didn't know how to react to it. But he is definitely What about Monster? How's he looking? He's got a full front wing, but he is sat there in last currently. Well, last of the guys with a front wing. Biggest gainer. I mean, let's just quickly. Well, it's a full-on safety car now. But let's go to position change.
I think that might be a record for quickest safety car.
No, I think there was actually an early one in MRCX on Friday.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we had a very, very early one. But Bergen down 2. He's the biggest thing. Well, Simba as well down 3. He's in 6th, so he didn't have the greatest race start either. Damalek up 2. Jacob up 3. Fox is the only driver on the entire. Well, Fox and Dumbest Hornet are the only 2 drivers to hold their position off the grid. Can I just say, Stoob has gone from 20th to 11th.
That is a spectacular start from Stu.
What tyres is... Oh, it's Inters, of course, but... Wow, I don't know if he's got rocket fuel as well, but that is an incredible start from him. But Bergen will not be at all impressed with that race start.
No.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah, Stubine has just called a safety car. Stubine called this. Anyone that's not happy about this, blame Stubine.
Absolutely.
It is
nothing to do with us.
It is all Stubine's fault. He is the one that said this. And Mandy, you are right. He deserves punishment. I agree 100%. Jay Sarge has now said Bergen for tier 3 after his bad start.
I mean, leaving you, Bergen.
I mean, well, I said after he's not leading anymore, that's it. It doesn't exist anymore in my eyes.
It's all over.
There is no longer a Bergen fan club. It is now the Lorpy fan club, and I'm aboard of it. So.
I mean, yeah, Lorpy had a great start off the line there.
He really did, didn't he? He was down the inside, and then Calvin also managed to get Bergen after being overtaken by Lorpy. So, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting start.
Bailey's not very happy that Bergen fan club loyalty is being questioned. So, I mean, Chris, I'm sorry, but I said it can exist while he's leading. And
he's not leading.
On my screen, at least, he's definitely not leading. So, but
Calvin's left the session.
He's obviously.
I'm assuming that's a connection issue.
I would guess so, but that's a very big shame considering he is there in P2, and I've. Oh, Derry and Stube about to come in together by the looks of that. Is there any wing damage? I'm wondering. Stube's got no wing. Oh, I think the stewards may see. Oh, that's such a shame for Stube after the great start he's had as well. You know he's not going to be. Has Bergen and Calvin switched places because that was saying they had there?
Yeah, they did briefly. I think it was when Calvin was reconnecting.
Okay, because yeah, but you got to feel for Stube after that start. He's now got.
He's got to get straight back into the pits.
He's just going to lose it all, and I have a real feeling that that safety car is going to be coming in the pits this lap.
I think it might be.
The whole field are practically together. Mark and Fanning are just joining the end of this queue, so I have a feeling this will be the lap that we see. Oh, Bergen is taking a very wide line out of there, just to make sure that he. Yep, safety car is in this lap, so now Lorpy will start to slow up the pack. But let's go.
That's just salt in the wound for Stube, unfortunately.
It is like his race has not gone well from him at this moment. But I mean, he had a great start, and now
a lot of rain.
Of course, and you would think we may see one of those green Aston Martins yet again. So
indeed.
Let's see. When is Lorpy going to go? I mean, it'll be interesting for sure to see when he's going to go here, because it is such a tough one to call, because it is a long straight, but he looks like he's going quite late and he's gone. But Calvin is right there with him. He definitely didn't keep catch Calvin Abbott. He's right there, but Bergen's on the defensive from Damalek. I think Damalek's actually going to get through here.
Oh, and then Stube got a speeding pit lane penalty.
Oh, I think Stube is not at all happy, but now Jacob is right on the back of Bergen as well. Bergen seems to be coming under a lot of pressure. He's really struggling in this wet weather by the looks of it early on.
I think we may have jinxed him, you know.
I know somewhere around the Northampton area, Chris Bailey is crying his eyes out at the moment.
He is.
And somewhere in the Morecambe area, Bergen is probably also doing the same thing. So neither one is going to be happy, but Calvin is putting pressure on Lorpy. This is going to be, I think it's going to be a race-long battle, but Damalek has got on the inside of Calvin. Calvin went very, very wide, but now they've got the run down into the hairpin. Oh no! So the move's done by Damalek, but Jacob goes on the inside. But Calvin's very, very slow. What's going on with Calvin? Has he got some sort of damage here? Because he seems very, very slow. Or is this still his ghost? Is he still ghosted? Did he ever reconnect to the session?
He did reconnect, yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on with Calvin here, but he seems to be struggling a lot. But Jacob has gone
into the pits.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's got some non-visible damage and made contact somewhere. But Jacob is going for a move on Bergen. Bergen stuck it running outside though into turn 1, but now they run down into turn 2. I think Jacob's going to keep that. He is. Jacob into P3. Bergen's not had the greatest start here at all, has he?
No, he really hasn't.
Let's go and have a look at Calvin. I believe Calvin did get wing change, so that is not at all good for him. But we do have a Lorpy. He's pulled a second now, but like I said, DRS is virtually ineffective at this point. But with this level, oh, Bergen's made a move in the... Well, that is not a place you usually make a move. But Jacob is still right there on the run to the second DRS straight. Who's going to be able to see this out? Bergen taking the wider line. Bergen will get the better exit. Good driving from both of them.
Just a little bit squirrely on the exit.
It is, but I think that's a very brave place to be battling if you're these two.
Definitely. And Bergen says thank you, Damalek, for leaving the room.
He does. Damalek is also... I think these two are very good teammates with each other though. I don't know how much of Tier 2 you watch, but these two constantly have... They're constantly working together for the team.
They are.
But Jacob is making a move up the inside into turn 1. Damalek is very strong on the brakes. There is a little bit of contact wheel to wheel. Jacob looks like he lost it, but he's just about recovered. I thought he was about to go back round there. Oh, that was very close.
Can't see any damage again.
No, it was very minimal damage. I will. There he's now in the... RFC Danny says evening. Oh, that's not good at all.
And he's got to sit in the pit box.
I was going to say he was the driver that got 5 seconds with Stube, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But we have got Damalek and Jacob there coming to the end of the middle sector, but Damalek seems to be filling that gap. But one man who has really enjoyed all this battling is Lorpy, without a doubt.
Although I think Lorpy just made a
But he's obviously made a mistake somewhere, because now Bergen is closing. Oh, there's a safety car.
Oh, that'll be why.
But why is there a safety car?
I don't know.
Like, can we see anyone without a front wing?
I'm trying to see if there's anyone with damage, but I can't see anyone.
Is it Derry? But even a safety car just for wing damage, usually it's a VSC at maximum, isn't it? But
well, Derry was just coming out of the pits when the safety car happened.
Well, we have got a second safety car of the race, so let's see.
Fox has left the session.
He has
a connection issue, I
he's
assume.
having connection issues there, I'm sure. But Vander's now got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. I'm guessing he will be putting on another set of intermediates. He will be. So we've got a few drivers suffering here, both the Alpines in particular, with connection issues. So that is not good for them.
No.
Is Van's getting wing changed, do you know? Or is it too late to be
I think
seen?
there's been... Has there been an issue with Calvin?
Calvin dropped back
So we saw a
earlier
lot of
because of his
people pass
wing
him.
damage, didn't he?
Yeah, Vans is out. Vans is out of the pit lane, so I can't
Yeah,
check his
his
situation.
pit stop seemed quite quick, so I would assume that he didn't.
Yeah, just
But-
get a fresh set of tyres on.
Yeah. But Lorpy's not going to be happy at all here because he was just building up that gap. Seemed quite comfortable as well early on, but
I would assume Loppy is going to try a slightly different safety car restart this time.
yeah, I mean, the only difference is he doesn't have Calvin behind him this time. This time he has Bergen, so
I'm not sure if that's more terrifying though.
that's true. I mean, they're both very good round here. So
Yeah, true.
we shall definitely see. I don't know if Fox River 8's come back. It didn't look like he has so far. I don't think I've seen him that he's rejoined the session.
No.
But that is not good for the championship leader, that is for sure. Especially when he's down in 8th and he could probably be doing with a better result than that at this moment in time.
According
But
to Mandy
Vans
Grantham, it was just tyres for Vans.
But Vans is back in the pits now,
Oh.
serving a 5-second penalty, so I'm guessing he's serving a pit lane speeding penalty there.
Yeah. Get it
Which
done
is
under
smart.
safety cars
I
to be
mean, you're
safe.
under the safety car, you're more than likely going to catch back up, so I mean,
Yeah.
it is a clever thing to do. But he's just now got to floor it round. Hope he catches it, because it more than likely will be this lap that the safety car comes in.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't seem to have been a big issue that caused the safety car, so it can't stay out that long.
one thing I have noticed is, though, there's a huge gap between Ryan and Stringy B. Oh.
There it is. There's 1.1 seconds there.
Well, a minute ago it was 3, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, Derry
No.
hasn't yet caught up to the pack either. Derry is still... Derry will catch up to them. Vans is going to be close, but I'm sure Vans will as well. But Derry is
I'm
just
not
coming onto the edge of the pack now.
If the safety car is coming in, then it's going to be a bit of a late call.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen a late call. To be honest, I thought last time we got called quite early.
Yeah, it did, to be fair.
I don't think it's coming in. I think
I
we're
don't
going to
think
see
it
another
is.
lap. I don't think they thought Vans is close enough this time to... Unless it's going to be an extremely late call, but... Yeah, no, we're seeing one
No.
more lap under this safety car. But, I'll tell you something, do you reckon we're going to see some drivers thinking about the famous no stopper here? Because, I mean, 2 safety cars already.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, 36 laps is a long way to go. It just depends how many safety cars you get, and particularly around the banking, I would be a bit worried doing no stops on this track.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is a track as well that your tyres really, really do suffer with overheating.
Yeah.
And in particular, they wear off very, very quickly. In particular, the front left around here. That's the one that really suffers. So, you just never know, do you? Like, we do have some tyre whisperers in this tier, so nothing would surprise
do.
me. Your brother is also one of the
hasn't
drivers who's very good on his tyres.
Yes, he is very, very good on his tyres, to be fair to him.
So the drivers that haven't stopped, everyone down to Call Me the Brave, and then Mordenstadt and Seb Mail also haven't stopped yet. So
Maybe they're just banking on another safety car.
I would presume so. I mean,
Safety
well,
car
with
is in this lap.
how it's currently started, you would expect there to probably be another one.
Yeah.
But let's see. I mean, Lorpy's not really backing the pack up here. He seems to be moving a lot faster than he usually does under the safety car. He's not driving anywhere near as slow as he did the first time round. He has now started to back them up a little bit, but
Fox River's back in the
he's
game.
joined. That's probably not the best time because it's right on a safety car restart,
Yeah.
so that is not most ideal from him. But Lorpy has got at virtually the exact same spot as he did last time. Bergen's not as close to him, but I tell you something, Jacob is really, really harrying the back of Damalek. He goes up the inside. Is he going to be able to make this stick? Damalek Days around the outside. Is there? Or is that an Alpine? I don't know what's happened to Calvin, but there appears to be a yellow, and I think something's happened to Derry also.
He has been ghosting.
Yeah, but what happened to Derry? Derry's got no front wing, so there's also a problem for him. But Lorpy and Bergen really fighting each other, coming towards the end of the first sector. Bergen is right on the rear of Lorpy here.
Derry and Vans were back in, and Calvin were back in the pit, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe Calvin and Derry came together because they were together on track as well. But if you're
really
Stoob,
not a great race for Derry.
If you're Stoob, that second safety car's played into your hands and helped you out quite a bit here. So,
Definitely.
like, Stoob definitely needed that after his little wing damage under the first stop. But Bergen is right there now. I think Bergen's finally starting to find his rhythm a little bit around here. Because Lorpy looks like he's struggling a lot on the exit. Bergen is practically pushing him around the penultimate corner. Now he's going to be closing and closing and closing, coming around the banking. Down the pit straight. Is he going to close enough? He's going to have his ERS. He's got a lot more. Well, he's got about the same as Lorpy. Is he going to make the move around the outside? He's picked the outside line. He touches the grass though. Bergen is very, very brave there, but he has set the fastest lap. But right behind you got Dabalek and Jacob. Jacob's gone for the outside line this time. And Jacob makes it through. He's into P3. But there was no... That looked like there was a lot of contact there down in the run to turn 3. But wow. Just about both make it through. Your brother's also lost a place, yeah.
Past my brother.
Yeah, he did. I was just about to bring that up, but now Ryan is now also right on the back of Wumax. Ryan showed some good pace here, and he's a driver that's been saying all week, oh, I'm struggling here, so again.
But he's also another driver who's very, very strong in the wet.
He is. I think we've seen that way too many times now from Mr. Red Car Rambo. But
even earlier this season in Canada, he was absolutely flying at the start of that race.
Yeah. He was, and then he just had that very, very unlucky moment on the exit. I think it was Wall of Champions, and yeah, I think that was actually a game glitch. It got shown in the steward's room as well, where the car literally just drove itself into the wall, and he wasn't even in control. But let's go on board with the leaders, because Bergen is closing that gap on Lorpy. He's practically pushing him around the banking. Oh, Bergen has a real big rear end squad there. Oh, that was so close. I thought Bergen was going to be looking at white wall there. Oh, Stringy B with the fastest lap, showing some good pace.
All that time he made.
Yeah, well, Fox lost 2 places on the restart as well, probably through joining late because of that, his internet difficulties. So he's lost 2 places off that restart. I believe he was in 8th, but there's a yellow flag. I think
Derry's gone again.
Derry, is it not? Yeah, he seems to be really struggling today in the wet.
No damage this time though, from what I can see.
Yeah, doesn't look that way. I don't know if Vans has had a moment, but he's dropped off quite a bit from the back of Stoob as well. So, I'm not sure. I mean, there's a big Haas sandwich here, because you've got a Haas at the either end, and then you've got a massive filling of 17 other cars in the middle. So... Oh, Derry's retired. Is that going to be a third safety car? It is. Wow, we've got, we're 12 laps in. We've had 3 safety cars.
Is anyone going to take the chance to pit for tyres? Is the question. I
mean, it would surprise me if people didn't. You basically got a free pit stop here. You might as well. Lorpy isn't. Bergen is, but Jacob was going to, and he pulled out the last second. I thought that was going to be a coming together there, but Bergen has decided to. Mark also has, as has Seb Mail, as has Fanning. So only 4 of the drivers have actually decided to come in here. I mean, they've all lost out a lot in track position, but they are going to be a lot quicker.
Fanning had to have a new front wing as well, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not good for Fanning. Drive-through penalty for Van, speeding under the safety car. That's his race going from bad to worse at the moment for him. Why is Geke kicking up? He's just said again, damn. So I don't know if something happened to Hornet, but it doesn't look like it. He is in P7. So
no, I'm assuming that's in relation to the third safety car of the session already.
Yeah, that is the other possibility. Also, Geke, we need a strong race from you this week. It is your home race, so. I mean, I know I'm in Max Verstappen. I mean, I'm in Max Verstappen's car, so. Bergen's really lost out as far as track position is concerned here, but he is going to have much better tyres at this point in the race.
Yeah, on a set of fresh tyres, you should be able to make quite a few gains quickly there.
The only issue is, overtaking is hard here anyway. It's going to be even harder now that you have no DRS as well.
Yeah. Well, on the plus side, the race doesn't seem to be getting any harder.
It doesn't. But it does also... Oh, your brother has decided to now come in the pits. That's a bit of a late one from Hornet.
That's a very odd call, waiting till the second lap for safety car.
Yeah. Oh, it's wing damage.
Ah.
He is having a wing change, but if there's any time to take it, it would be now. So, because he's guaranteed to catch up onto the back of the pack. I'm wondering if he made contact with maybe red car under the safety car, because
he might have.
They're definitely... I've definitely just witnessed the wing change, so we
lucky not to get a penalty
see.
In that case. Oh, there's a bit of a gap there between red car and Stringy.
Yeah, there is. I don't know why, but Stringy seems to be falling back quite a bit on the safety car restarts. I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but...
Or maybe he's really, really struggling with tyre temperatures and just can't keep it together through the corners.
Yeah, but it's still a strange... I mean, I know there is a delta glitch under safety car because it's happened to me in Tier 4 this season.
Yeah.
So, we will see. Safety car is in on this lap, so this is the moment.
And Hornet just catches up in time.
He does, so he's back into play, at least for him.
And again on a nice set of fresh tyres.
He definitely is, so, I mean, we're not quite at half distance yet, but we are getting there, very slowly, when the safety cars eventually stop and we can actually get a few laps consecutive in a row with racing here. So, let's go to Lorpy. He's gone, and no one is anywhere near, but they are all still weaving down that straight. I mean, Damalek, oh, Jacob's very slow on the exit of turn 1 there. But, what's happened to Ryan? Ryan hasn't gained any place actually, so he's fine. Simba though, he's still driving his own little race in P4 there. I'm sure he's very happy with that after, obviously, all the negativity he's had this week about this track. Stood back up into P11 as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd like a very good recovery drive there.
I'd like to think as well Stu can go to the end here.
I would say anybody who's had a stop at this point would be likely to be able to get to the end.
Unless there's a safety car, another safety car there. I don't see them stopping again, to be completely honest.
No.
So, for sure it's going to be interesting. I mean, Van's never got to catch up to the pack, which is a bit unlucky for him.
Yeah.
But we are gonna go on board. Was that Ryan? He's off track. Him and Stringy went for a move, and Ryan is in the grapple. That is not good. Ryan will not be happy with that. But now Stoop's also gone past Ryan into the penultimate corner. So now Stoop's into the top 10. Bergen now also up the inside in the banking on Ryan. He is. Bergen's already free. What progress Bergen's made as well off the restart.
Yeah.
Those fresh tyres are obviously giving him grip.
Liking his chances here.
Oh, Ryan's just on a very backward spiral here by the looks of it, sadly for him. Oh, and now he's under pressure from Fanning as well. Into turn 3. I thought they were going to come together then, but no, they all look like they've made it through there fairly okay, and he's got Calvin right up his backside as well for company, along with your brother.
Fanning's got it though.
He has, Fanning has. And now he's under all sorts of pressure from Calvin as well. No, I think Calvin's very smart. He's not going to go for a move there. But this gap...
Oh, he has made one work.
Oh wow, so Ryan has gone from 6th to 15th, I believe, in the space of about 4 corners. So that
and
has
now he's
not
got
been...
Dumbest Hornet right up his chuff.
Hey!
Whee!
I was waiting to see you said it for me, and then you did. I'm proud of you. I feel like we've achieved everything that needed to be achieved now.
Yeah,
right,
we're done.
Yeah, stream over, guys. I'm joking. But Jacob is still there, right on the back of Lorpy. He's only 6/10 behind. Obviously, it's so hard to close that gap though this early in the session. But
Damalek seems to be falling back a little bit.
He is. He's starting to fall into the clutches. A little bit of Simba here as well.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all the drivers down to 8th have not stopped yet.
No. You have to say, hasn't said much about Simba, but he's had a very consistent race. He's only lost 1 place over 17 laps.
He has, and overall it's very solid. But you've got Bergen and Stu going side by side here. Bergen has eventually got his man, but now Fanning is putting Stu under all sorts of pressure coming into the end of the first sector.
2 places there.
He has, and Stu's gone into the door. He's so lucky that hasn't come off worse than it could have done there. But Calvin is past him as well, Stu, and now Stu's there with your teammate. Has Stu gone round?
Monster's lost his front wing as well.
Oh, that looked a little bit messy there. Oh, there goes a 100-meter board. That's going to be one that causes a lot of problems, that 100-meter board not being there. But Stu, I do feel a bit sorry for him there. One thing I've noticed is it's happened with Ryan and Stu now. When you start dropping, you really do drop here.
Yeah.
Like, if you get one bad exit, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really unlucky for him. But let's go on to the lead, because the gap is 0.4 of a second, and Jacob is still not quite close enough. DRS, Jacob will be praying for DRS at this point. That it does get enabled at some point. I mean, if they keep going at the pace they're going round, this track can dry. We've seen it on the game before. It can still be raining, but it can still go to dries.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we will see. Stube has taken that moment to pit. So Stube's gone for new tyres. I'm guessing Stube is probably sat there thinking, right, I need another safety car. As quick as
he's got to serve 5 seconds as well.
Oh, this day's gone from... It's a track he loves as well.
His front wing.
Oh, it's a
nightmare pit stop for Stube.
It's a nightmare day, I mean.
Monster, though.
Just as he gets himself back up the field, like he had a great start as well, and yeah, Monster's not happy in the YouTube live chat either, so I don't know what happened to him, but I know he didn't have a front wing.
Either Lorpy's woken up or Jacob's fallen asleep a bit, because there's suddenly a second gap there.
But I tell you something, right? I've just noticed this. Lorpy has 100% of his battery.
Oh my gosh.
Jacob had 60.
Loppy is just absolutely nailing it around here.
He's Floppy Loppy for a reason. That is what Mr. Night Shadow calls him, so I think it is my favourite nickname on the entire grid. But I mean, it's definitely hard for people to make I mean, your brother is also back in the pits here. Has he got some sort of damage? Because it wasn't too long ago he was in either. I believe he has. I think that's going to be another wing change. It is. It's another wing change. Oh. I mean, the two Alfa Romeo boys are not having a good day here, are they?
No.
But Lorpy is absolutely flying out front now. And he's still barely touching his battery. So, can you imagine what he's going to do when he does touch his battery?
Yeah. I mean Jacob's down to 50%.
He is. Jacob is down to 50%. How's Damalek looking? He's on 81. So Damalek I don't think is pushing that much. But then you got Simba and P4, 100%.
Yeah, it's all very tight at the top here, isn't it?
It is. I mean, Stringy B is showing some good pace. He's right on the rear of Wumax here. So, yeah. I mean, could we see Stringy B really close up here? I mean, Fox looks like he's struggling a little bit. I mean, he's got Bergen for company now, who's one of his championship contenders. Into the pits comes Wumax. He's decided to come in. That's a bit of a strange decision. He's going to lose a lot of places. But Bergen
I think this is
and
his first
Fox,
stop, isn't it?
That is his first stop of the race. Yes, you are correct. I mean, that Lorpe Jacob gap seems to just be currently sitting at around about 1 second, but Simba is closing on Damalek. That's now down to 7/10. So.
But the issue is, Jacob is just eating up his ERS at the moment. So even if he gets past Lorpe, he doesn't have much to defend with.
He doesn't, and Lorpe is taking it very, very. I mean, he literally has 100% on screen now. So
it's literally just as if he's out for a Sunday drive at the minute.
It is, and I mean, he's at least matching Jacob on every lap. The gap shows that. There might be the odd swing of 2/10 here and there, but in general, they are pretty much reacting to each other's times here. So, yeah. Stringy B is up to P5 now. He's going to be hunting down Simba. Oh, yeah. Simba's still there. He's only just a second behind, but Stringy B's already hunting down Simba here. It's already under a second, so...
Stringy B has really woken up, hasn't he?
He has. He's really got moving, and I mean, I think he started behind Fox, was it not, at the start of this race? Actually, let's have a look at the position changes. So, he is currently up 14 places, Stringy B.
Wow.
Yeah, he retired in qualifying, didn't he? He was the first retirement.
Didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's up 4th. That is an incredible start. I mean, Jacob's up 6 into P2. So... that is very, very brave.
Yeah.
I mean, the two drivers that had no front wing on the end of lap 1 are now 9th and 10th. So...
it's a very good fight back by both of them.
it is, and now Mark is also putting Call Me the Brave under all sorts of pressure here as well. And Call Me the Brave's on 20 lap hold inters, and Mark is on 7 lap hold. So I don't think this should be too much of a difficult task for Mark to get past Call Me the Brave. He's going to have a run on the second DRS straight. Is he going to get close enough? Not quite. They are heading into the final sector, but we will keep an eye on that one because the gap down the front is now down to half a tenth. So, but J-Sarge says Bergen will win. I mean, you definitely can't rule that out. But
you can't at this point. He's having a spectacular fight back at the moment.
He is. Bergen, but Jacob is closing on Lorpe. Not quite close enough right now, though. Into turn 1. I mean, how much is Lorpe on now? So Lorpe's still on 89%. Jacob is hovering there at 40. So Lorpe is very cool, calm and collected at the moment, for sure. But Simba's now under a lot of pressure from Stringy B. Stringy B, this isn't really a place where he can overtake me. He's practically pushing him through the end of the first sector, but at this moment in time, Stringy B looks like he's going to hold back, but they are coming up to the second DRS straight. Obviously, there is no DRS because we are under wet conditions. But is there anyone you're watching at the moment?
I've just been watching the top 6. They're all on their 21 lap inters, so I'm wondering whether they are going to do a no-stopper.
I think they are at this point. I don't see them stopping really as of right now, but
no.
I think we may see a move here from Stringy on Simba, potentially heading down to turn 1.
Although Simba got a very nice exit there.
He did, he got a very good exit. I was just thinking that myself. And the gap is now back to over a second. Simba seems to have 1 lap where he drops off the back of Damalek, then has 1 lap where he closes.
Oh, Jacob's made a move though!
Lorpe's in the pits. So that's a...
interesting.
That is a very interesting decision. There is no wing change, so that is literally just a tactical stop. Has he just thrown away the race win potentially here?
I think he might have.
I mean, that's what, 13 laps to overtake 11 cars. He's got his work cut out, that's for sure.
He has.
I mean, if he does... oh, we've got Simba and Stringy B going at it in the first sector. I think that was Stringy B making a move, but sector 3. Who is that? Is that Monster?
Out.
Oh, and safety car number... is that 4?
Safety number 4, yeah.
I mean, I reckon Gav will watch this and cry because we all know Gav loves the safety. Is that Vans in the pits again?
Yes, it is.
I want to see how many stops Vans Racing has made this race. This is going to be, I believe, his 4th stop. No, that's his 3rd stop.
3.
I mean, a free-start wet race is definitely a strategy. But no, not one driver's got a penalty on this track either. Like,
No.
currently. So, I mean, it's not the easiest track to exceed track limits on, so... But Jacob is now in. He's coming in for a fresh set of inters, as is Damalek. Simba as well. I think you're going to see everyone now. Stringy. Fox stays out. So
He's staying
Fox,
out on his olds.
he is. Fox is really going to... I mean, he's got track
I think
position.
he's going for the ultimate strategy
And
here.
if you think about it, right, let's have a think here. His tyres have probably overall, racing lap wise, done maybe 10, 11
Yeah, not far
racing
off.
laps. Do you know what I mean? We've had 4 safety cars with 24 laps in. They won't have done that many more laps than that.
No. Oh, and Fire J Rooster got 5 seconds in the pit lane by the looks of it.
Oh, that is not good news for him at all. But I'll tell you something. You know what Jay Sarge said about Bergen win?
Yeah, it's looking likely now.
I mean, it definitely is looking likely now.
He's got much younger tyres as much as anything.
Well, he's got 13 lap better tyres than the guy in front of him, which is his championship protagonist. So, I mean, this will also, like, what a drive from Mark, what a drive from Fanning and Calvin as well. That all those drivers had issues early on in the race, and now they're 3rd, 4th and 5th. So,
I mean, it's a spectacular fight back, isn't it?
from them guys, it really is a great fight back. I mean, the 2 Ferraris as well, 6th, 7th, Damalek still P8, so Toro Rosso, why did I say that? Alpha Tauri are still going to be bringing back great points as well, and I think Alpha Tauri are the current constructors leaders in that tier, so...
Yeah.
But Simba P10, Striggy, I mean, it's still not a foregone conclusion by any stretch of the imagination here. Like, Jacob is on the best tyres, but he has got that 5 seconds, which is almost definitely going to cost him, especially as with how grouped up the field is currently. But I mean, as we've seen with with Ryan and Morgan, if one person gets past Fox here, it could create a massive multitude of overtakes on him.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, I mean, Ryan literally drops, I think it was 10 positions in 1 lap. So, well, the space of about 3 corners. So, I mean, the Fox will be fighting everything here.
When you're on 24 lap old tyres, you're really going to be fighting to keep that in a straight line at the end of this race, I think.
He is, and he's going to have to really pick. He's going to have to be very smart with where he decides to restart this race on the safety car. Yeah. Because I don't think he's going to go as early as you saw Lorpy go on a few occasions.
No.
So,
but the trouble is, if you don't go early, then you've got everyone on the back of you coming out of the banking, and you've got to be very, very lucky that they don't keep up with you.
Yeah, that is very true. But I'll tell you something as well that I've just now realised. One man that is kicking himself is Lorpy. He pit the lap before the safety car, and he's now lost out to Damalek and Jacob. And obviously Bergen as well, who was ahead of earlier in this race. But, well, I mean, technically he's lost out to all of them, but he would have still at least came out in front of Jacob and Damalek if he didn't pit the lap before.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's lost 2 extra places that he didn't need to lose. But safety car is in. When is Fox going to go? He's gone very early, and he has caught Bergen napping here as well.
Yes.
I mean, it's very brave by him. But let's go down to that battle for P3, 4 and 5 because
Fanning that
was very close between Fanning and Mark. Very, very close. Wow, I thought they were coming together then. Fanning was very brave on those brakes. Damalek's already... No, he was already passing. But Jacob has been let through, I think, by his teammate Seb Metal. So he's unleashing Jacob to try and get as far up that field as he can. Mark is on the back. Bergen has not had the best restart here.
Bergen's been really unlucky with safety car restarts in general today.
Yeah.
Oh, red car's gone round, I think.
Oh, I would guess
so. Is that an issue of some sort?
Yeah, he's definitely slow. Something's happened to him. I feel like it was something like a half slide because he's not a million miles off the back of the pack. But something's definitely happened. But has Fox played an absolute masterclass here? Or is this going to come back and haunt him?
Bergen's already starting to come back at him.
Paul Boy said how many safety cars there have been? 4. That's it. Not that many. Just the 4. And I mean, there is still potential for one more, at least. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For sure.
Particularly with a lot of close battles going on.
Yeah, but Mark is really hurrying the back of Bergen right now. Mark shows a very good pace in the last quarter of this race. So, let's see how much Mark... Oh, that was very close in the banking. Yeah, it was. That's not something we should say too often. No, I think Paul Boy's shocked by how many safety cars there's been. The issue is, mate, there's curbs, there's sausage curbs, and there's moist.
Oh, Stoops had an
weather on the track
issue there.
Yeah. Ryan's on mediums.
He's going for it.
I mean, he has nothing to lose.
Oh, I think it may have been a bad decision.
Yeah. I mean, he's gone round immediately. I mean, fair play to you, Ryan. That's all I have to say on that one, mate. Next up, Fox is now starting to come under a bit of pressure from Bergen. Fox still has 100% battery as well, though. But then so does Bergen. Then so does Mark. Then so do, like, they all do. I don't think anyone's really... But Fox moves over to break that toe. Is it going to be enough? It is. This lap he's also going to keep Bergen behind him. At least for the time being. And Jacob is not making the inroads he needs to be making either here.
And again, he's used up a lot of his ERS already. He's down to 50%.
He is. And if you're going to use it, you have to get the overtakes done. You have to.
Exactly.
And at the moment he really isn't. So, and I mean, he's got that 5 seconds added on as well.
Having got past his teammate, he's not even really pulling away from Seb Mail very much.
He's not, but I don't think that is completely his fault. Obviously, he has got drivers on older tyres, and this isn't the easiest track to overtake. But he's still, Fox is. I think Fox is going to be Mr. Ultra Defensive here.
10 seconds there for Ryan.
Yeah, I think he went very wide at the chicane, and those tyres are really not switching on for him by the looks of this.
I think he's regretting his choice of medium tyres right now.
Yeah, and that was a great save, but I feel like we should go back on board with the leaders because I think Ryan is about to be lapped anyway. So, but that was a great save by Ryan out the banking though. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought we may have seen safety car number 5.
To be on mediums.
Yeah. Bull Boy says he's not looking forward to Tier 1 tonight. Why on earth could that be? I mean, we've only had the 4 safety cars.
I know.
That would be, that will be very interesting. I mean, 4 tenths now separates Bergen and
Ryan's out.
Right, I mean, I think it was sadly only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Those medium tyres were not working, let's just say.
No.
But 10 out of 10 for effort is what I have to say to Ryan there. But Bergen is making the move round the outside, down the second DRS straight.
It's gone!
Oh, that is not good at all, but we need to keep on board with this. Fox goes very defensive, and they give just enough straight. Mark's out of the session now though, but Bergen is still right there coming into the final sector. I'm so sorry guys, I can't see what's happened to Mark, but this is a great battle for the lead into the final sector. And that is a great move around the outside from the Fox. Wow, that was incredible driving, but commiserations to Mark. He is now out of the session.
And Stringy's had a big spin as well, no front wing.
I was going to say he's just dropped another. Fox and Bergen into turn 1, and there was contact. It looked like Bergen was slightly too late on the brake, and there is a safety car. Who gets that place? So it is Fox who comes out with the lead there. So Stringy's also now been disqualified, so I don't know if he had some sort of glitch.
I think that was unfortunate because it said he was facing the wrong way and he was just trying to get himself to face the right
Oh,
way.
drive through for the race leader.
Oh!
I mean, he nearly pulled an absolute blinder.
It's all gone very, very wrong at the end here for Fox.
Well, Ryan said he never actually picked mediums. The game stuck him on them.
Oh!
So, I mean, that's never a good thing.
That happened to me in the one Tier 2 race I had before I started in Tier 3. We were racing in Hungary and Jeff just decided that I was going to go on soft tyres when it was absolutely wailing it down with rain.
I mean, you're meant to be a miracle worker there, mate.
Yeah, it did not go well. I think I spun about 6 times that lap.
Yeah, oh, you got to feel sorry for Fox though. Drive-through penalty. Yeah. And I mean, I was starting to believe he could have won this race as well. Like, Bergen couldn't get that move done. Not completely anyway. And obviously Fox can't serve his drive-through until the safety car is back in.
Yeah.
So, you got to feel for him. Because that's
So
going to drop him all the way down to last as well. And do you know what? I also believe that is going to put Bergen at the top of the championship if he does manage to see this out and win it.
I think it is.
And the Fox, a couple of races ago, I think he had around about a 30-point lead. And now all of a sudden, Bergen's back in the fight.
Back.
I mean, Mark was on for a great result. Stube, I mean, the two Alphas could still score points from this position. If they...
Well, I mean, when Fox River does his drive-through, Demis Tornet's going to get up to 11th.
He is, but...
So he's
and
on
all it takes is one more bit of contact. One more bit of contact, and I mean, yeah. So he's not going to be a million miles away. I mean, Jay Sarge calling Bergen winning. I mean, fair play.
Yeah.
Smashed that out of the park, didn't he?
I mean, yeah, he's fought back spectacularly here.
He has. I mean, I thought it may have been the wrong decision earlier when he did pit, but. I mean, what do I know?
It out.
Is Fox going to drive straight in here? Actually, I don't think it will let him even go in on this lap.
You can't serve it until the lap after the safety car's gone in.
Oh, that is a real shame for him. But I tell you something, look at Fanning. He's getting himself lined up. He wants Bergen as early as possible here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's ready to attack. I mean, Simba's there, P9 as well. He's good. I think he'll be disappointed with that overall, considering he was constantly P4 for virtually the entire race.
He was having such a consistent race.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Oh, but Fox has got a very good start off the safety car there.
He has. I mean, he kind of had to. He had no choice there. He had to really try and catch people napping here. But we do have Jacob.
Stube made a move on Vans racing there.
He definitely did.
He's going to make these last 5 laps count.
Yeah. I mean, Stube is... Call Me Brave's got past Wumax as well. Is that going to lead to Wumax having the same downward effect that everybody else has? I mean, Dummett is right on the back of him as well, so...
Yeah. And Stube's right at the back of Hornet, to be fair.
He is, but Fox will... I would probably say be coming in on this lap, which is going to give Bergen the race lead. But then you got Calvin. Could Calvin be on for back-to-back Tier 2 podiums here, being a Tier 3 driver?
I think he could be.
I mean, it's hard to back against it right now, isn't it? I mean, I know Jacob's on much pressure.
I speak for all of Tier 3 when I say we'll be very relieved when he gets promoted to Tier 2.
I mean, I don't remotely blame you either, to be completely honest. But... let's see, is Fox going to dive in this lap? I think he has to. No, he's not. He's going to carry on.
No,
I think, to be fair, he's kind of in a position where he might as well just stay out as long as he can.
Yeah.
It's not going to make all that much difference, is it, ultimately? So...
maybe he's hoping to pull out enough of a lead that a 10-second penalty at the end for not doing his drive-through is less of an impact than actually doing the drive-through.
Do you know what? It would probably be the best option for him. It really would. But would you not just get disqualified?
Going for softs.
I mean, we've seen one driver go for dry tyres.
Jeff
Oh, he's lost it immediately, almost out the pits there. So that almost ended in tears before it even got started, really. But
and he's done the same as Ryan.
I mean, do we need to ask him if they were the correct tyres or not? I don't really think we do, to be completely honest.
I think this may be another terrible Jeff call, you know.
I mean, I don't know if you saw what Oh, so Bald Boy just said he thinks you get disqualified if you don't serve your drive-through.
Oh, is it? I thought
So
it was just you got
if I was Fox,
penalty.
I would probably serve it.
Yeah, I would probably.
I mean, at least if you drop to the back, you could
finish.
see a pile up of 4 cars and get you points. He's staying out still, and Bergen is right on the back of him. Thing is, Bergen has to take no risks here. Bergen knows he's got to at least serve a penalty. So, oh, there's a yellow. Vans. I think that's Vans again. Yeah, that's his medium tyres, and he has no wing. I mean, Vans was in a position where he had to try something different, and sadly, it just has not worked out at all. But the man in the championship lead is the man in the lead of this race, but he has got that drive-through to serve, and it has to be on this lap, I believe. So, I mean, he will be kicking himself because he is almost definitely going to lose his championship lead here.
He'll be down in 13th by the time he served it.
He definitely will, and he's not going to be enjoying this one little bit. But don't forget, guys, as well, driver of the day poll. It will be in the description as always. Place your vote on the straw poll, and we will get, and we'll be able to see who is the driver of the day. And it's a very good interactive way of getting it done, and it will be the same for tier 1 when I'm sure Mr. Hodgson will tell you about it. But Fox is coming into the pits. He had no choice. He's not risking that DSQ, and can you blame him? But where's he going to put it? It is going to be behind Stoob, I believe. So but Bergen now takes the lead back, but Calvin is right up the back of Fanning here. Oh, there's a yellow.
Stoop's had a big spin and disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Oh,
Stoop, from bad to worse, mate.
Oh, what a day for Stoob. Poor Stoob. That's all there is to say on this one.
Yeah.
He'll be better. It's a shame because I know how much he loved this track, but you know, sometimes it doesn't go your way, sadly. I mean, Jacob's probably going to drop to about 10th after his 5 seconds. It's going to be around about that sort of area. Hold on.
Do you know, I think he might drop to 11th.
Yeah, he might actually lose out.
You know?
It's going to be very close between him and Hornet here at the line.
The Alpha may steal that last point.
I mean, for an Alpha to come away with a point after the race they've had today would be pretty...
That's a big win.
Yeah, that would be pretty incredible considering how bad it's gone for them today. But Bergen is really checking out up front now.
Oh, and Chris is gone! He spun it!
Oh, that
big
is...
spin!
I think we need to stop talking about the Alfa Romeos.
Oh, we've been jinxing them all day.
We have, and that promotes Fox up to P11. Is he going to be able to get himself a point? Something's happened to Zimba as well. He's got at turn 1.
Oh no!
He doesn't appear to have any damage, but is Fox going to be able to get this point after all? But
gosh.
Bergen entering his last lap, 1.8 seconds, 9 seconds, 2 seconds is the gap, and Fanning is just going to bring that car home for a P2, and what a drive it is as well from Fanning in P2.
Bergen's pulled out a hell of a lead there, hasn't he?
He has. Bergen's just shown again today he is in this title battle. And I think he is now the championship leader as well. So,
I think he is.
We've got a massive no from Geke in YouTube chat, but Bergen is rounding. He's coming up to the penultimate 2 corners to bring his car across the line any second now. Unless nothing goes wrong at the banking, we will see Bergen probably become the championship leader here. And he can
And
move to the
there he
right, and he
goes.
does his little swerve down the pit straight, and Berger wins the MRC Tier 2 race here in Zandvoort. Fanning second, Calvin third. Jacobs dropped already to 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
Oh, nice.
So I think he's going to get away with 9th here. But Simba, P10, Fox, P11, and your brother Chris will finish P12. But what a race we had there. That was incredible, wasn't it?
That was a fantastic race.
I mean, there was at some point, I think, any driver who could have probably won that race, to be honest.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Strategy was flipping the board all over the place. But, I mean, Lorpy was leading majority of it. Fox led the last few, then got a drive through. Then it went back, then the pendulum swung straight back to Bergen. And, I mean, he showed he had the pace in the last 2 laps. Great drives also from Fanning. And is that Seb Mayle who's ended up on the podium?
I think it is, yeah.
Well, what happened to Calvin?
I have no idea.
Did something happen to Calvin on the last lap? I'm beginning to think potentially. I know obviously Jacob had the penalty, but either way, that is your top 10. So Bergen, Fanning, Seb Mayle, Damalek. Obviously, this is all pending stewards' inquiries. Damalek P4, Lorpy P5, Call Me Brave P6, Wimax P7, Calvin P8, Jacob P9, Simba P12, Davis Hornet P11, Fox with Rate P12, Vans P13, and then the DNS was Stringy, Mark, Red Car Rambo, Monster, Derry, Gaming Demi Dad, and Stoob. But we will be here tier 1 in around about 20 minutes time. So we will see you then. Baby Hornet, thank you very much for joining me for the first time. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Connor.
Yep, and I'm sure I will see you again sometime soon in the comms box. But from us, that has been tier 2. We will see you again in 20 minutes for tier 1 with Mark Hodgson and Monster. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ding that bell. And we will see you very, very soon. Thank you.